Testing. 1, 2, 3. Sure. Alright. 2. Testing. 1. Sorry for the horrible audio. I know what's happening. Now. Okay, so my audio is going to be in and out here. I don't really know what is happening, but it should be fine now. It is sounding fine. Fine. Listening as a monitor. But one thing that I'm watching here for next week would be Monday. Monday does have a severe potential. So let's go ahead, but right now, oh, I need to send this link out. Okay. Next week would be all right. So, right now, if you're joining us here, we do have some scattered showers and thunderstorms. This tri-state area. Getting ready to move in there to Evansville pretty shortly. Okay. So, okay, Monday. Okay, I'm gonna back right here. I'm gonna try to figure this mic out. I don't want to horrible the whole live. Testing. Okay, so hopefully audio is okay. Glitching out significantly. Thing. 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So. Just have to. Okay. So, one thing that I'm watching here, if you're tuning in from our chat, thank you for tuning in, actually. Okay, and I just am stroking. Okay, there we go. Okay, so new tornado warning here on the board. Let's go ahead, zoom out all the way, show you where this new warning is. So you hear that alarm there in the background. Well, I do at least. Okay, so it's going to take us a second here. There it is. Alright, so that new tornado warning seems to be near the panhandle of Texas on your screen. So that's that blinking red polygon on your screen. So that storm would be there near Sulphur, Wyanwood, just to the south of Tim Paul's Valley. Alright, so going here to reflectivity mode. We do seem to have some sort of hook. We do seem to have some sort of hook echo on that storm, but it does not seem to be pronounced. But definitely do see some weak rotation right there, definitely. So that storm will be there near Interstate 7 there, getting ready to move into Sulphur. So I'll keep that there on your screen. I'm gonna take that off, and then I'll just pinpoint that exactly where we have our couplet. Okay, so we just got a new scan in there, so it's definitely gonna be right over Sulphur now. Frick. Hit that. Okay, so I'm gonna keep that there, so that indication there on your screen is that where's that red drawing is. Let's go in there tighter.
there on that red drawing. The Titus couplet does seem to be right now over Sulphur. They're basically a highly populated area. So let's go in there. Extremely tight, or just give you some road names. So Sulphur Public Schools, Sooner Foods, West 12th Street, Super 8 Motel, the Arston Hotel, Central Campground, Flower Park, Arbuckle Historical Society Museum, Rock Creek, and then getting ready to move into Oklahoma School for the Deaf. So definitely could system after school programs, especially the schools, Sulphur Public School Sulphur Public Schools and Oklahoma School for the Deaf definitely need to be in those hallways. And if you're in a home, get to the lowest floor of a sturdy building. So just giving you some info about this tornado warning is a radar indicated tornado warning there for about an inch in diameter hail, and then 31 minutes is when this warning starts to expire. Alright, so I'm gonna actually pan this. Okay. So I'm gonna zoom this out just a smidget. So again, the main rotation now. Definitely watching two pockets of rotation, but most of the, I'm gonna actually delete that, say that couplet is right there. That seems that if that's not our tornado, it does seem to be something trying to rotate. So I just do these notes to tell you where we have our couplet possibly. I do see some glitches there with that bottom text bar. Don't know how I fixed that. So if this is exactly where that couplet is on your screen, I'm definitely going to be moving there to the airport there, 430. Highway 177, Interstate 7, Sulphur, definitely 177, pull over, get low, and if you don't want to get outside of your car, at least stay buckled and get below that windshield. So new scan there. That definitely does seem to be our couplet. Definitely over 430 right now. So the airport there. Alright. Alright, so we're joining you live from the Stormy 41 Weather Center. Good evening, Stormy 41 meteorologist. Joining you from the Stormy 41 Weather Center, tracking this new tornado warning that was issued just momentarily ago. I'll zoom out here to show you exactly where this warning is. I'm gonna change this map setting. It's dark. So this would be, again, there in Sulphur, Hickory right now. So zooming out here, definitely am watching some rotation with that storm off to this storm's east. Definitely do see some rotation with that on velocity. But going back here to reflectivity, we do have some severe thunderstorm warnings off there to the west of these storms, so those definitely could produce tornadoes here as well. So again, they're tied on this tornado warning that was issued momentarily ago. It includes the main city of Sulphur. Alright. So definitely did see that our couplet move. It would definitely be somewhere in there, that highlighted area on your screen. I'm going to take that back and I'll leave that up. So it definitely does seem to be the couplet somewhere near Sulphur. I'm looking at my other monitor here of what I'm showing on the live stream. That's why the audio sounds so weird. But definitely Chickasaw National Recreation Area to the north of you. That storm is going to pass you, but definitely could see some rotation with this storm anywhere, to be honest, within the storm. These are going to be scattered, isolated storms that definitely could produce tornadoes at any given moment. Alright. So I'm going to go be right back here, and I will come back here for continuing storm name coverage. Testing. Okay, I guess I have to mute it myself now. I don't know why it doesn't mute for me anymore. Oh, it's because I don't have that hotkey. Alright, give me 1 second here. I'm going to go back and just check what's cooking. Try to get this set up. Okay. Alright. Back here. I'm gonna go shut this door here. Alright. Pretty nice setup there. Okay, so let me go ahead and just take you to your full screen on radar. We did see a new tornado warning. This one is for Indiana now. A new tornado warning has been issued for parts of Indiana by the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. To say getting a radar indicate tornado warning, possibly on the ground. Definitely, if they are issuing a tornado warning. Definitely a tight couplet, definitely pretty weak or significant there with the color bar there on the top of your screen. But again, that tornado warning flashing on your screen as a new tornado warning has just been issued for Newcastle, Greensboro, Kennard, Sulphur Springs, Moreland, Hagerstown. Getting ready to move into Richmond, Indiana, possibly if this thing does hold together. Again, new tornado warning by the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. I'm going to go ahead and change some settings here with this with these alerts. Wait 1 second. Sorry, I'm changing this flashing on the tornado warnings. It'll make a big difference. Okay. I'm gonna do this later. Don't know if it'll really want to work correctly. There we go. Okay. So this might just froze up on me. Okay, so there goes our weatherwise. Weatherwise just shut down on me. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm here. Don't need to keep that weird back screen on. Okay. So we might just saw some other weatherwise here, so I'm gonna try to get that back up as soon as possible. Okay. Yes, I want to read full pages. That would be nice. Okay, so we're just waiting for this weatherwise to load up. That's what that grace on your screen is. I want to let you know that these streams are delayed. When the alert, by the time the alert gets to you, it's probably already about a minute behind. So I just want to let you know of that. So hopefully I can change this tornado warning settings. Alright, I might just have to do this later off stream. Because I know it's not going to work correctly. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. But, that seems it's going to want to load up for me here pretty shortly. Okay, so this couplet there is pretty... You can really pinpoint where it is. I'm going to move this mouse over here. Just do tracking over here. Okay. So let me go in here tighter on this tornado warning. Okay, I'm going to turn my cursor on. I cannot. I need to be able to do two things at once here. Okay, so, again, this tornado warning, the rotation is pretty showing up significantly or easily, but that's that red box on your screen. So that, again, this includes a major city in Indiana. Newcastle, you're in the path of this tornado, possibly on the ground. I'm going to scoot this over here, too. Maybe I can just do coverage over here. But Maple Valley there, Wilkinson, Grant City, Woodville, Kennard, Greensboro, Stone Quarry Mills, Mount Lawn, Westwood, Newcastle, Cadiz, Van Nuys, I don't know, Ashland, Millville, Hillsboro, Messick, Moreland, Mount Summit, Rogersville, Blounsville. Get to that lowest floor of that sturdy building inside your home. But again, that couplet, they're showing up there on your screen. So that couplet, they're showing up there on your screen. I do not know if we have any chats. Not unfortunately checking right now. If you're calling in or tuning in for Monday's threat, we'll go over that here pretty shortly. But right now I'm having this tornado warning in effect. Okay, so Maple Valley, Shirley, South Street, Lee Street, 300 South, 350 South, Grant City, Maple Valley, lowest floor of that sturdy building. Shirley, you are in the major path of this storm. I don't know why that's showing up. Okay. I need to figure it out. Okay. I'm gonna scoot it closer here. Bring this closer. Okay. So that couplet is definitely starting to tighten up right there. That's highlighted there on your screen. Let's put that in white so we can see it a little bit more easier. But this definitely would be over Mechanicsburg Road. Here again, this new tornado warning here in Indiana. Just gonna zoom out here all the way, show you the current warnings we have on the board. They did go ahead and drop that tornado warning in Oklahoma, but so this is our only tornado warning we have on the board right now. So let's go in there tighter with our box tool. Thanks to WeatherWise. So that yellow or white dot you see there on your screen is where I have marked that couplet. So I want to go here to Monday's outlook, because we definitely do have the chance for some severe weather Monday. So tomorrow we get our SPC numbers for this. That is very hard to read. I'm gonna how you change the settings of this, but okay, this is extremely hard to read, but I'll just have to do it this way. Let me make this a little bit more easier for you to read. I'm just gonna drag that all the way down. So we have a 30%, and then we have a 15%. Okay, so the 30% chance there, the 30% is over there off to the west, and then just going in here a little bit more tighter to show you exactly where this 30% chance is. Again, they're not gonna Norman, Oklahoma, they're not gonna zoom in and say, okay, well, past blah, 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 we need to put a 15% chance. They're just gonna draw the line, basically. They're not gonna look at the roads or the cities. They're just gonna say where the severe weather threat is more likely. So again, the 30% chances there is off to the west there, basically near Morganfield, Sturgis, Elizabethtown, Paducah, and then 15% chance there with those places there in that yellow color. Tomorrow we will actually get the SPC or categorical. That's basically where we get this. We get this tomorrow. So we get a little bit luckily. No, draw. Not this. Draw tool. Draw tool. Okay. But with this rain chance, of course, definitely places in the south really need rain. Especially with their wildfires. But you see, they're only going to get a light rain. It's not going to be sort of the big rain that you would think of, or flooding threat. But definitely, they do need rain in the south. So the categorical, what I mean by the categorical is Monday is day 4. So we're 4 days out to Monday. So right now, only thing that we can trust on is the probabilistic or the percent. That what I just showed you gives us the percent of severe weather. It doesn't give us the category for severe weather. This does. This is again I mean like general risk, marginal risk, slight risk, and enhanced risk. What risk is that? That's when we get that information. So it definitely is known and amazing to be able to look of how severe storms will be with the SPC. Amazing shout out. They are doing an amazing job there in Norman, Oklahoma. Amazing job. I would never do that job so much. But again, the main days here that we're watching would be day 2 and 3. Day 2, really, we have more of our threat. Definitely, okay, so going back here to radar, that tornado warning has been upgraded. Don't know what they did to it, but going in there tighter significantly there on that new tornado warning. It might have been observed, or they might have want to go ahead and canceled it. Let's see what that new update is. So again, you need to be taking cover now, move to a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you were outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle. Move to the closest substantial shelter and protect you from flying debris. They are also saying that the storm might be rain wrapped as well, so definitely going to watch that as well. All right. So again, if you're tuning in here from our Storm 41 group chat, Monday does seem to be promising for severe weather. Definitely, we could be seeing some severe weather. Tomorrow, we will get our goodest information that we can ever have. Is the categorical threat. This basically means where we either get a general risk, a marginal threat, slight risk, enhanced risk, moderate, or high. Don't know what we're gonna see with that. But no more percents. We're gonna ditch the percents and we're gonna bring in the actual outlook there, like the slight risk or the marginal risk. So we're going to be ditching our numbers and just getting categories for storms tomorrow for that storm on Monday. But going back here to the probabilistic that's a tongue twister. But day 4 is again our main concern, where we have this 30% chance for severe weather. In parts of southwestern Indiana, Illinois. Basically, the whole state of Illinois is in some sort of risk for severe weather on Monday. So again, states that should be staying with their wares or major cities would be Cedar Rapids, Davenport, Galesburg, Ottawa, Terre Haute, Evansville, Paducah, Bowling Green, Clarksville, Springfield, Lebanon, Columbia, Quincy, there, Milwaukee, Chicago, Jonesboro, Hopkinsville, and Pine Bluff should all be staying weatherware on Monday. You guys are under the gun for severe weather. Alright. I'm not reading our chat. I don't really know what's happening. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the chat and I'll respond to them on our next live stream because I don't know where my phone is. So I can't check chat right now. But sorry, just making weird noises. But again, definitely Monday's a day to watch for potential for severe weather. But again, going back here to that tornado warning on the board there for parts of Indiana right now. So going in there tighter here. We're not going to be on here for much longer. But again, the Newcastle there, Kenner, Cadiz, Mount Summit, Moreland, lowest floor of a sturdy building. You guys are under a tornado warning. Alright. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I appreciate you all for tuning in. It really means the world to me. I hope everyone has a great rest of their Friday. I'll see you here again tomorrow on Saturday, if needed, covering the more of the severe potential for Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to... I'm going to change this here really fast. I'm going to make this just normal. Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned to Storm Informer for continuous Storm Demon coverage. We'll see you again tomorrow, covering the Monday severe potential and alerting you of the next few weather events. So thank you for tuning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. It really means the world to me. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the channel to know when I go live next. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your Friday. right, thank you for watching. We're going to be ending here shortly. We possibly could see another live stream here earlier, later in the evening, but I appreciate you watching, everyone. Stay tuned.